Play Reflog Show is brought to you by ShackNews.com. Shack News is the place to be for all your gaming news with reviews, guides, and walkthroughs. And right now, they can help you pick out a great game with their top 10 of 2020. Or you can look ahead with their featured article, the Shack News 25 Most Anticipated Games of 2021. From Nintendo 64 Twitch streams to interviews with Mike Tyson and Ice-T, they do it all at Shack News. Make sure to subscribe with them on Twitch to see the newest games as well as some great throwbacks. And now, Shack News is changing the video game coverage landscape with Shack News Cortex, where you can post your own articles and get involved in the gaming community right on their site. So if you're a gamer, Shack News is the site for you. Check them out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the handle at Shack News and at shacknews.com.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Cut back my job. He's to the 10. He's still running to the 5. He dips outside. Let me do it in touchdown. Away, back to goal. Reflog. Instruct golfer backwards. Boom shakalaka. Welcome to the Big Play Reflog Show. Today is Monday, January 25th, 2020. I am your host, Big Play Dave, alongside my main man, Mr. Chris McNeil. What's up?
Dave, we're almost through January of 2021, and you just introduced it as January 25th, 2020.
Did I say 2020? Yeah, I'm used to 2020. I want to be done with 2020. What am I doing, Chris? You know me. I'm frazzled today. I'm frazzled. And welcome back, Gab Cruz. How are you?
How's it going, guys? I'm good. Thanks for having me. Missed you.
Yeah, it's been way too long.
I know. I just keep up with you guys on Twitter, and that's it. I'm glad to see you virtually.
Yeah, right. Weird year continues. But we got a great show for you guys tonight. So live on the show, we're going to kick it off with Power Rank Monday. Most iconic media members, top 3, in honor of Larry King. And then we will get into our featured interview with Browns fullback Johnny Stanton, rejoining the show, talk about his awesome year for our Cleveland Browns, going to the playoffs, beating the Steelers, all that good stuff. Then we will break down this week's Cleveland headlines. Cavs surprise start.
Hanging tough right now.
Yeah, we got them live right now. What, Lakers? LeBron's looking all right. Andre Drummond looking a little better, right, Chris?
Yeah, LeBron's got 19 points. Andre Drummond's got 17 points. I think Andre's also got about 11 boards right now. Yeah, to LeBron 7. So it's the Andre Drummond show.
Not too bad. Not too bad. We'll look at pitchers and catchers reporting next month. This week's new look Pro Bowl.
I thought you were going to say next week, and I was like, whoa.
Pitchers and catchers in 3 days now.
Man, I missed that one.
Yeah, right? That snuck up on us. Then we're going to wrap it up with the best and worst tweets of the week. But let's kick it off with some Power Rank Monday.
It's time for Power Rank Monday.
All right, so we lost a legend this week, passing of Larry King. So to honor Larry, we're going to power rank our top 3 most iconic media members of all time. I will kick it off, and I'm going to go all sports here. Back to the nostalgia of like the Sports Center days. I'm going all media sports members here. My number 3. I'm going with Rich Eisen, NFL Network, one of my all-time favorite guys. He has carried NFL Network for a long, long time, kind of into what it's become today. So Rich Eisen, awesome dude, super laid back, one of the best guys in media. My number two. What's that?
Didn't you go to Michigan?
Yeah, he always goes down to the Hall of Fame and hosts it at Canton, and everyone the whole time like a formal gold jacket dinner, and people will be like, "OH," and he'll be like, "All right, shut up. I'm trying to MC a classy event." My number two, I'm going Stuart Scott. I was looking, I was looking through my closet, cleaning out some stuff, and there was a bunch of like old suits I bought from like a decade ago when I was like first looking for jobs, and like the super, super baggy ones, like way overfit, reminded me of Stuart Scott. Let's put him on the list here. He was the greatest at wearing those suits, and the nostalgia of watching SportsCenter as an anchor, he was by far the most iconic guy there. And definitely missed
the old ESPN.
Oh yeah, do you remember his suits? They were just like 3 sizes too big. He was hilarious. He was awesome.
Remember back in the day, Craig Kilborn? Do you remember him?
Oh yeah.
I think
They've gone through a lot of people. They
have, and they've gone off to do bigger and better things in a lot of cases. Dan Patrick's of the world.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's my number two, and my number one. Doris Burke, the GOAT. Love Doris. She's the best at what she does. Most iconic media member out there today. Miss Doris Burke. Chris, what do you got? Top 3.
Yeah, so I did go sports heavy. Well, not all sports, but sports and Cleveland centric here a little bit with my list. So my number 3.
Ding.
Classic, if you're of my age, and I would assume you too, Dave. Jim Rome.
Oh yeah,
the Cleveland market. Did you listen to Rome?
Oh yeah, clones.
Listen to Romey? Yeah. See,
he's one of the best at pausing and having silence on the radio. He was great at that.
Yeah, he managed his dead air better than anybody else and used it for effect on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jim Rome, and of course the Cleveland tour stops. Did you ever go to a Cleveland tour stop?
I did not. No.
Did those? Because he did 3 of them in Cleveland. One in 99, one in 2000, one in 2004 for the Clones. And I never made it to one of those. I remember thinking about going in 2004 and then decided I wasn't going to go. But those were always legendary. He always talked very highly. And Cleveland was a very, very good market for Mr. Jim Rome.
Did you ever call into his show?
No, I never did. I always listen, the smack off. You'd always think, man, I wonder if I could do that. And I would have just gotten wiped. Yes. I could probably have written for the show, but I could not have been on there and hung out with those guys.
Yeah. By the way, Jim Everett just unfollowed you on Twitter.
That's right, Jim Everett. We still got to have him on to have that.
Oh, yeah, he'll come on at some point.
He'll do it. He said he's taking a break for right now, but we'll have him back on.
That's right.
My number 2, the legend, Howard Stern. Of course, Howard Stern. Do you remember kind of the dust up with Howard Stern in Cleveland? He was broadcast on WNCX in Cleveland, and he was brought to town, and they rented out a nightclub, and he had this. They were presenting him with some sort of an award, and he was on the air, and right in the middle of it, somebody from WMMS took him off the air, like literally tripped some cords or cut cords.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, scandalous.
Yeah, so WMMS versus WNCX violence there back in the day. And
wow.
that was a big brouhaha, and I think some people at WMMS lost their jobs over it and stuff.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. See this? The middle of the media world is Cleveland. I mean, you thought it was just this show, but there's actually a lot of things that have gone on.
Yeah, there's some big names you're intertwining with Cleveland here. Well done.
My number 1. Pete Franklin. Do you remember Pete Franklin on WWE, what is now WTAM in Cleveland?
I don't.
Started off, he basically made the sports talk genre by himself and started in Cleveland. He would always be rough around the edges, was killer to the callers, would have a flush sound for calls that weren't very good. So he was Jim Rome before there was Jim Rome. got the start in Cleveland, went out to New York. New York didn't really get his style that much, but he started up WFAN out there and then eventually ended up on the coast, I think in San Francisco. And I think he died, and he was in his mid to late 70s, but really started up the genre. Pete Franklin from Cleveland started here
Nice.
and is a legend. So all three, there you go. I just
Look
gave
at you.
three very Cleveland-centric
Wow.
stories
Well
of big
done.
media members, all with links right here. Right
All right.
here. So
Gab, tough list to follow. Top 3.
You're right. You know what? I'm actually going to change my 3 just because you went Cleveland centric.
What?
My number 3.
number 3.
Because you went Cleveland, because I thought I didn't know what you guys were going to come up with. I did my homework on my number 3, but I don't resonate with him at all. So I'm going to swap it out and just throw Tom Hamilton right on the board right away.
Well done, Tommy. Yes.
Because we gotta keep it Cleveland centric, and my little Indians tie, and it never gets old hearing Hamilton call. So I think we can all hear his voice right now.
Very true. Nice done.
Or in the
The
intro.
corner of Carnegie in Ontario. So that'll be my number 3. My number 2, bing, Barbara Walters.
Ooh.
This woman is an icon. I like how you threw up Doris Burke, Dave. Good one. Also, another familiar lady out in media. Barbara Walters just always looks like, I don't know, I'm low-key afraid of her, but respect her so much. Like, she could literally tell me the earth is flat and I would believe her because she's just so convincing and she's so into what she's doing. She's captivating. So I had to throw her on there. She's been doing it a long time. You know, she's got that long legacy.
Barbara
Barbara
Walters.
is, yes. And Chris, do you have a fun fact about her? I feel like you've got some wild twist that
with
you just
Barbara
want to throw
Wawa.
in.
I mean, I love the way they used to make fun of her on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, it was hilarious. Who played her?
But yeah, I don't
remember.
Don't have a good nugget on Barbara Wawa.
Oh, I have a nugget. She had 4 marriages and she married one guy twice. So there you go.
Wow, good for her.
There's
Yeah.
a nice tie-in with Larry King right there.
yeah, there you go.
I'm here to put it all together.
That's right. Tying it all together. That's a professional right there.
My number 1, I went with Vince Scully, especially because we just heard one of his more historic calls this past week, the other day, remembering
Hank
Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really cool. He did the whole play-by-play commentary for when he surpassed Babe Ruth's career home runs and he hit his 715th home run, and it was a pretty big deal. And it was really cool watching the video too, and the way Scully called it and how historic it was. It was really neat. So you could go watch my Fun Fact Friday on YouTube to check it out.
There we go.
Plug.
Nice.
I was shocked. I was shocked by how many people didn't know this fun fact, though, that Hank Aaron, was a Browns fan.
Oh, yeah.
Was a big Browns fan. He used to fly from Atlanta to Cleveland, dress in disguise, and sit in the dog pound. I tweeted that out after his death. The unfortunate part about this was he felt that once the Browns moved to Baltimore, that was the team. So, and I caught that in later interviews. But yeah, Hank Aaron was a Browns fan, sat in the dog pound, was a man of the people back in the day. Hammer and Hank Aaron, R.I.P.
Super cool.
R.I.P. What a legend. So yeah, that'll wrap up my top 3 there. Thanks for that anecdote add-in.
Hey, that was good. All right, that is Power Rank Monday. We are getting into our featured interview of the week. We are bringing in Browns fullback Johnny Stanton. We'll be back with you here in about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Let's see it.
Already on the line, we've got Cleveland Browns fullback, protector of Baker, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, all our favorites. We got Mr. Johnny Stanton joining the show. Johnny, welcome back to the Big Play Reflog show, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, absolutely. How you been? It's been a crazy year.
It really has. I was actually just looking through my photos, and I think Thursday it'll have been a year since I signed with the team. So,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, when I signed, I wasn't expecting to be to have to go through a pandemic for the majority of my first season. But yeah, I've been so happy to be around.
Johnny, what was that like? Because you guys put together the greatest football season that a lot of Browns fans have ever seen, especially the younger guys. That it is everyone in general, just in a long time. What's the journey been like? I mean, you mentioned it, from getting the call, arriving in Berea like via Zoom, to the playoffs, beating the Steelers. Like, so many cool things have happened. What's this been like for you?
It's been an awesome experience to be able to be on a team that is so successful. I don't think anybody expected us to have the year that we did. I joined the team knowing the history of the Browns, but knowing that, especially what last season showed us, that the team really has the potential to do something big, and we ended up being able to do that. And I was proud to be able to contribute to that in any way I could this year.
Yeah, and so you look at the Browns running back room. God, I mean, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, you got the Ernest there, you, Janovich. What's that room like? Like, take us behind the scenes. Is it laid back? Are you guys joking around? How is that running back room for you guys?
It's honestly whatever it needs to be.
All right.
When you are in person, because at the beginning of the year in training camp, we actually did get to be in the room all together, spread out for sure, but we did get to be in the room together, and it was some great experiences. And we definitely kept that chemistry that we had when we moved online and virtual, like, permanently. But it was just it was a really cool experience to be able to become close with guys like that in the room. I became really close with them, and they're guys that I'm gonna make sure that I keep in contact with throughout the whole off season, and even when all of our football careers are done, I know that they're guys that I'll be able to call upon and will have good memories with.
That's awesome.
Johnny, is Stump Mitchell as cool as he looks?
Absolutely, 10 times more. He's always the easiest person to find on the field because you just look for that big white beard, and you know exactly where he is, where that running back meeting is.
Last week you tweeted about Browns fans being the best in the country. Is there anything from your perspective? What is it about Browns fans? What is it about who we are that really makes us so special?
It's the ability to stick with the team. I'm from the Southern California area, and as great as LA sports fans are, when the Lakers weren't going to the playoffs every year, they kind of weren't in the limelight. And you don't see that with Cleveland. The Indians are.
We lose them?
Uh-oh.
So it's something that was. Oh, did I lose you guys?
Yeah, you're back. You're good.
When you started talking about the Indians, that's where you cut out.
Sorry about that. Just saying that the Cleveland fans stick with the teams throughout the good times and the bad, and it brings it back to this season how cool it was to be able to show Cleveland a good season from the Browns.
So obviously this was and you touched on it, just a completely different season with COVID and everything that you guys have gone through, even having walkthroughs in a parking deck. Talk through that. Like, how are you going to describe that to people in 20 years or people who are never a part of this, of what you went through as a player in such historic times?
Even if this season wasn't so successful, I think it would be such like a milestone, such a memorable year for everybody throughout the whole league. It was a year that everybody had to go through so much adversity, and obviously everybody's still going through that same adversity right now. But with specifically football, it's something that hopefully we never have to go through again. But it comes with its own, good and bad memories. Being able to joke around throughout the Zoom meetings, Coach Stefanski having us do our 4-H's, getting to meet some of the more leadership guys on the team throughout, with going through that during training camp. It's something that I'll absolutely never forget. And, it's as tough of a year 2020 was. It was the first year that I got to spend the whole season with the team. It was the year that I got to, play in my first NFL game. So, I recognizing how tough of a year it is for the whole world. It definitely came with its good parts for me.
Johnny, what was that like getting the call for your first start? Like, I remember we were watching. We're like, "Up, Johnny Stanton starting at fullback." We're like, "Yes, he's got the start. Like, here, let's go."
I appreciate that. It was nerve-wracking, absolutely. There were some guys, some veteran guys in that locker room who were making fun of me in the locker room before the game. I must have been acting real nervous because I definitely felt it. I was trying to hide it. But yeah, on that Monday when I found out that Andy was sick, and he didn't, luckily he didn't really have any symptoms, but when he texted me letting me know that he was sick, I kind of like, okay, this is, if there was ever an opportunity, this is it. And my heart was beating, probably 50 beats a minute faster.
Was it like the movie Invincible? Were you throwing up in the bathroom?
I'm not a big puker before games for like being anxious, but pretty much everything else. Yeah.
Oh man.
Who was giving you the most crap for being nervous on the team?
Specifically, I remember Austin Hooper had his locker next to mine, so he was kind of giving me a little bit of crap. And Joel Batonio definitely was from across. I remember Joel asked me, like, "Johnny, why do you look so nervous?" I said, "That's my first game." He says, "Oh, I'd be nervous too."
What were you doing? How could they tell? Were you like pacing around or
just? I honestly don't know. I think I was just quiet. I must have just been quiet or something. But I got there. They have us go through different. You can get there, I think, 3 hours before the game or 2 hours before the game or anything in between. And I tried to get there as early as possible, just so I didn't have that to worry about getting to the stadium. And a number of other guys obviously do that too. And I think I was just sitting down in my locker, kind of like looking between my phone and making sure all my stuff was right. And they must have picked up on that.
Well done. Johnny, you're also an ambassador for Athlete Ally. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that or your involvement in it?
Yeah, they work for everybody part of the LGBTQ plus community who want to play sports. Kids who are part of that community drop out of sports and of everything really at a much higher rates than their cisgendered and heterosexual people in the same age bracket. So I just want to be able to be somebody who has a little bit of a platform to show support to those kids and show that sports can be somewhere you can feel comfortable and can really express yourself no matter what your identity is.
I think it's pretty cool too, because especially in your sport, I don't want to say hyper masculine, but you guys are pretty masculine out there. It's pretty cool to use your platform to speak up for things like that and advocate. So great job.
I appreciate it. It was just, a couple tweets that I posted a couple weeks ago was just the least I could do in all honesty, just to be able to throw my support out there and make it vocal.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. So you're in the off season now. What are your plans? What are you up to?
I'm going to take some time off. It's the classic line that everybody says after the season, you're going to take some time off and relax. It's tough to be able to go on vacation or anything like that right now, but I'm taking kind of stay-at-home vacations and just relaxing with my girlfriend.
Have you done any Zoom calls for D&D?
Not so far since I've been back. I'm sure that'll be coming soon.
Love it. All right, Johnny, we wish you all the best. It was super fun watching you this year. We're very ecstatic that you're back next year, and wish you all the best, and go Browns, and appreciate you taking some time with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, and go Browns.
All right. Johnny Stanton, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome stuff from him. Appreciate his time. And let's move on to some Cleveland headlines. What do you say?
Sounds good. You got in the D&D reference there,
I had to get the D&D in.
just underneath.
I will say this, like I've never
Snuck it in
I've
there.
never played Dungeons and Dragons, but
Just
one of my
straight
one of my friends was over a few months ago, and he was going to like his first Dungeons and Dragons like event with a couple of people, and he was explaining this thing to me, and it's like it sounds super super weird and super fun. I think we're gonna have to do it as a show one time. We'll invite Johnny.
Do they dress up? Do they?
Oh
like,
yeah, like big time. Like it's wild how into this they get. Chris, we're gonna do it for the show. Are you ready?
We're gonna have to do it. Yes, we're gonna have Johnny back on. We're all gonna dress up and we're gonna play D&D.
Yes.
Oh man, next season can't start soon enough. This is what we're doing in the off season.
Headlines.
Hey, just a quick update from the third quarter here, Dave.
Yeah, what do we got?
Oh, the Cavs are still in it. They're fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, 69-66, it looks like.
Nice.
Only down by 3. LeBron's got 25 points. Andre Drummond's right behind him with 19. Drummond's got 12 boards. Man, the guy's balling.
There we
A
go.
little bit of fight from the boys tonight again.
They've been fun, and we'll get to them in a second here. But let's do some. Whoops, I'm hitting the intro again. What did I do? Hold on. All right, we're back. We're back. Let's keep going with a little bit of Browns, and we're going to get in some Cavs because Myles Garrett, Joel Bitonio, who Johnny just mentioned, and Nick Chubb are competing in the Pro Bowl, Chris. No game.
In the Pro Bowl.
There's no game. There's virtual events throughout the week. I believe there's a game of Madden with the actual Pro Bowl roster on ESPN this Sunday. Sunday's Madden game is going to be played by the actual NFL players. You got Deshaun Watson, who will not be coming to Cleveland. Derrick Henry, Keyshawn Johnson. Ooh, that'll be interesting. The drama. This will be like the petty NBA. We'll see which team he picks.
He picks like the Colts or something. Oh, look at that. The heir apparent to Philip Rivers.
Yes, that would be good. Chris, this interests you at all? You gonna watch any of this?
No, not a second of it.
Yeah, I'm with
And
you.
not just because I don't get most of the channels anymore because I cut cord and stuff and figured it all out. But also, if I got all those channels, I would not be watching.
Fair enough. Let's move on from the Pro Bowl. No one cares. The Cavs have won 3 out of their last 4. We're fighting the Lakers tonight. Currently the 7th seed in the East, 8-8 as of Monday tonight. Gab, have you been watching it all? Do you think they can keep this up? I know Colin Sexton's been quite a spark for this Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't actually watch the game the other day with the double overtime and his 42-point game, but I mean, from checking in online and on Twitter, it looks pretty exciting. And I feel bad saying that, like, oh, I haven't kept up with them or tuned in. But really, I just don't even get the NBA on TV. So I keep up with Twitter anyway. But that being said, I'm really excited to see that they are doing so well. I think someone was telling me that they were under 19 for wins, like projected. And I mean, they're doing so well. And who's the other? They got that center, Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
He's pretty good. So, I think they have, it's cliche to say, but they've got some good pieces here and Sexton leading the way. I'm excited to see what happens. Like, keep it rolling. This Lakers game already sounds like it's pretty lit. So let's go Cavs. Yeah,
I think like all the mainstream Cavs fans came together when they saw Colin Sexton defeat Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. Like Twitter exploded. Yeah. That was super, super fun to watch. Colin Sexton, like everyone was like, oh, he might be a really good bench player. He's a legitimate star on an NBA roster.
I'll be the first to say I did not see that coming either. When we drafted him, we developed him, and I was thinking, okay, this guy's a nice piece, I guess. Whereas right now, he's looking like a leader. He's not a piece.
Yeah.
He's the leader on this team and really has taken us to a spot I don't think anybody has expected us to be. Now it's a small sample size this season.
Sure.
Not a whole lot of games, but I'll tell you what, beating the Nets back to back, boy, that felt pretty darn good.
Oh yeah. No Kevin Love. Like he was the team when LeBron left, and we have a super young core that's going to be really, really fun to watch. And especially if YouTube TV and Hulu can figure out something to get these games on, because I know a lot of people are not able to watch them. Not
Yeah.
cool. But we'll see. Yeah, Chris, playoffs?
Sure, why not?
Oh, I really gave you an opportunity to hit your soundboard there.
Oh yeah, I could have hit the playoffs, but now I don't know where it's at.
Put you on the spot.
I'll get. See this really. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Nope.
No, that's Allen Iverson.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
There's
You kidding
what you're
me?
looking for.
Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That's the one. Or did you want this one?
Because I will fight you.
Is that the one you wanted?
Yes. I am at Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah, and shout out to Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah, that's another guy.
He is helping out off the court. Have you seen what he's been doing? He's helping out local Cleveland businesses, giving away. He's auctioning off a jersey, talking about them, all week on social media, getting people to visit their stores online, whatever the business may be. Signed jerseys he's giving away, raising money for him. It's super, super cool. He didn't play tonight, but
My kind of team, Charlie. Is
that's a little loud. Super cool though. Super cool, Larry Nance. That's great.
I think he's leading the league in deflections or something too.
There we go.
So all around good stuff from Larry Nance Jr.
Block.
That's right. They're fun to watch. Let's move on to the Indians. Have not released the exact date yet. Pitchers and catchers about a month away, Chris. That's definitely sneaking up on us, Gab, right?
Oh yeah.
Just have him release a roster. That would be great because I got to start priming myself.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. We'll see. We'll see who's on the team. Yeah. I think most teams are returning February 17th, so it's probably going to be right around there. So kind of exciting. We'll see. Chris, one guy we loved was Josh Naylor. I think that'll be a fun storyline to watch this year. Gab, any players you're kind of looking forward to for this season?
I'm kind of interested to see what this new Jimenez guy does.
Okay.
He's a little bit younger. He's really versatile. He's really athletic, and I think he could be our shortstop. He could even do second base if we need him, but I think he has a real chance to fill the shoes of Frankie. And also we got a pretty young pitcher, Josh Wolf. He's really young, but I'm just interested to see how our pitching staff, or how the Indians organization refines his skills, because they've been able to do such a good job with pitchers. So I'm interested to see how he progresses too.
Bobby Bradley,
Yeah.
the assassin.
The assassin, he's back.
The assassin. Hopefully he's back up to the big club again so he can really show what he's got. He was holding back.
I think he will be, Chris. I think this is going to be the year. We've got room for him now.
All hands on deck.
That's right. You know what? One storyline I'm looking forward to this year, after we moved on from Brad Hand, after we gave our entire team to the Mets, Karinchak is the closer. I think that's going to happen, and I think that's going to be super fun to watch. So
Yeah,
a positive for the Indians.
Yeah, good call.
So we shall see.
Wild thing.
So what's your guys' excitement for the Tribe? Obviously, after Lindor, that's a tough blow. Couple of trades, kind of rough. Had a few weeks to kind of, bounce back from this. Gab, you're our eternal optimist. What are you thinking?
Yeah, what's really weird is, like you said, it was kind of a big blow. Not that we didn't see it coming, but to see Cookie go too, I don't know. It just
that one hurt more than Lindor, I think. Because we knew that was coming, Lindor. I didn't see Cookie.
Yeah, and what's weird is I wouldn't say I'm not an emotional person, but I got emotional over these trades because so much of 2016 was departing, and those were just such great memories for me. And being at the ballpark and seeing how that 2016 roster has whittled away over the years, it made me like sad. But then a week passed and a little time passed, and I'm starting to get a little excited, for the unknown and to see how things come together and some of our new pieces and who's going to shine a little bit. Because, sometimes when you get big names to leave, there's people who feel a little less pressure. There's a lot of opportunity for people to step up, and they don't have that pressure of, oh my God, am I going to lose my spot, or I have to fight for it. Or some guys, it's still going to be competitive, but it's a real chance for people to step up and show what they've got, and maybe under a little less pressurous circumstances. So I'm interested to see what happens. I'm getting that excitement / optimism back.
I love it. You look at. Let's talk. Let's be a little optimistic here. And Chris, I see you getting ready for those baseball cards. We're gonna get those going, but we lose. We lose. Over the last few years, like a bunch of Cy Young candidate pitchers, and you would any other team would be like, all right, we have no pitching. We're screwed. You look at this, projected starting lineup for the pitchers. Bieber, Savali, Plesac, and the Slim Reaper, Tristan McKenzie. That's actually like a really, really good starting lineup for these pitching. What do you got there, Chris? Oh, yeah. Oh, the music. You're ready for baseball cards, aren't you?
I'm ready for baseball cards. You can break down the pitching all you want. I'm just sitting here with 2 decks of cards in my hand, ready to go. You ready?
Yeah, Chris, I know you love baseball cards so much. I even made you a little intro for this. So
you did.
Let me. Where is that? I don't know what music I was gonna do for that.
Dave, did you come up with the Slim Reaper? I've never heard that. Or did the Indians? I hadn't heard that one.
I don't know. I thought I heard that before.
That's a good one.
Yes, and somebody made a whole meme about it.
Okay, yeah, I thought I saw it on probably Twitter.
And who was it?
It's a good nickname.
It was me.
It was you? You came up with that?
Correct.
Wow, McNeil strikes again.
Now you stole it from someone. All right, let's do an intro. Chris.
Come up with it? Come on.
Chris, hit the music.
Oh, you want me to hit the music?
Hit it. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Which music do you want me to hit?
No, turn it up.
Wow.
There we go. All right, let's open them.
You ready?
I am ready.
Orange Dundras, red Dundras.
Ooh, both.
I don't know what year. I've looked all over these packs. I have no idea what year this is.
I'm going to go with the Browns orange.
Orange. Okay. Let's see who we got. No gum, it doesn't feel like. That's good. Oh, the pack is stuck to the card.
Oh, boy.
All right. And away we go. Puzzle piece. Otis Nixon. Larry Walker when he played for the Expos.
Oh, that's a sweet jersey right there.
Damon Berryhill.
What?
No. Rich Schofield from the Angels.
No, thank you.
Francisco Cabrera.
Oh.
From the Braves.
Nope.
Rick Shue. Willie Randolph. That's not bad.
All right.
Marvell Wynn.
No, this is awful.
Jamie Moyer. Wow.
Who?
Jamie Moyer.
Okay.
Remember Jamie Moyer?
Oh, yeah.
He's a left-handed pitcher. He pitched in the league for about 40 years.
I thought you said Jordan Poyer.
Yeah. Oh, Ozzie Smith.
Mm-hmm. Backflip.
Jeff Musselman.
Okay.
Paul Molitor.
Ooh, look at that. All right, we're turning it up.
Jack Doherty. Dale Murphy. Man, another strong one. Dwight Gooden.
Ooh, I love Dwight Gooden. Ooh, shoot.
Ivan Calderson. Okay, who you like?
Oh, that's tough. I'm definitely going to go with Ozzy.
Got Ozzy.
And
like Larry Walker, Dale Murphy, Dwight Gooden.
We got Paul Molitor or Dwight Gooden. I'm going to go Dwight Gooden. Paul Molitor, I think he got fired from the Twins, so we're going.
Ozzie Smith and Dwight Gooden.
Yep.
Now opening the red pack. No gum tonight.
That's good.
That's good. My dentist is smiling somewhere. Keith Hughes. Nope. Carmen Castillo, outfielder for your Cleveland Indians.
Oh,
Don't know who that is. Lee Gutterman. Ooh, for the Chicago White Sox. Ozzie Guillen.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Chris Basio. Uh-oh. Relief pitcher. Baltimore Orioles. Jose Mesa.
Oh God, just rip it up.
wow. Wow.
Rip it up, Chris.
He may be the best player I've got here outside of Ozzie Guillen. I got Hubie Brooks, Brian Smith, Rick Sutcliffe. I think we get Rick Sutcliffe about every other pack. Daryl Miller, Bill Schrader, Tony Gwynn. There's a solid one. Todd Stottlemyre, Manny Trio, and ODB McDowell. That's a good one. Okay, I got Ozzie Guillen and Tony Gwynn against your Dwight Gooden and Ozzie Smith.
I mean, I feel like that's not close.
Gab, I'm assuming I get the V on this one, right?
I guess you
No.
get the V on this
Wait,
one.
what are you talking about? Gab, no. No.
Yes, you declared it.
Oh my God.
The upset of the century.
Are
Ozzie
you
Guillen,
kidding me?
I'm just being peer pressurable. I don't know these guys. I can't even quickly Google fast enough to know these people
Jose
with a
Mason
legacy.
with the clothes.
You know Ozzie Smith, he would do the backflip.
Ozzie Smith.
He would do
Who was your other guy, Dave? Who was your other guy, though?
Dwight Gooden.
Okay. Dwight Gooden.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
well-
gonna take a V on that one. Thank you. That's good.
I just like to keep things interesting.
That's fair. I usually beat Chris, so he needed that.
Jose Mesa came on. Yeah, baby. This time he didn't blow it.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Let's move
Thank you
on.
for indulging me.
Yeah. Good work, Chris. Well done. Really proud of you there.
I really like the theme music too. That was really
Yeah, that
a
was
nice
good.
touch.
That was good.
Jose You know what his ERA was? The rookie?
Who?
6.03.
Who?
Who is that?
Who is it?
Jose Mesa.
Oh yeah. Did he start off as a closer? Probably not. I feel like no one really starts off as a closer.
Knoxville. Yeah, it doesn't actually say. He tore his tendon in his hand. So there you go. He was 1-3, so I don't know, with no saves. 31 innings pitched.
Great guy.
Looks like they were grooming him to start.
Interesting. All right, let's finish off the show with the best and worst tweets of the week.
Let's do it.
What do you say? Here we go. All right, so the best tweet of the week. We had a ton of Bernie memes. We had a ton of Conor McGregor memes, thanks to McNeil over here. There was too many to pick from. Way too many to pick from. So I actually went with the best tweet this week. Goes to our buddy, Joey Molinaro. Chris, did you see this tweet? Did you see this impression?
See this tweet.
Okay, so he added a new one to the repertoire. For a guy like this, for Joey, for Frank, you know, it's always nerve-wracking putting a new impression out there on the internet. He went with Ray Liotta at the beginning of Goodfellas, talking about the Karens of the world in 2021. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it right now.
Oh, beautiful.
You probably won't be able to hear it, but it's about 30 seconds. Absolutely spot on. Go give Joey a follow on Twitter and TikTok at Joey Molinaro. The dude does not miss, coming out with new impressions all the time. That one moved up near the top. That one was phenomenal. One of my favorite movies of all time, by the way, too. Chris?
Okay, gotta look that up.
Oh, yeah. Chris, worst tweet of the week.
I had a couple of nominees, but we ultimately ended up going with Mary Kay Cabot this week. A little bit of clickbait. She had the headline, "The Browns will likely not go after Deshaun Watson." So thank you for that. I guess if you clicked on the article, which I didn't do, and I don't think anybody else does, it actually lays out a good case for why Baker is our franchise quarterback, which is no surprise to anybody. So Mary Kay Cabot, very nice clickbait. It didn't hook me, though, because I didn't even look at the article. So you get the worst tweet of the week.
There we go. Why the Browns are unlikely to pursue a trade for Texans and Deshaun Watson.
There you go.
Hard pass. And that is the best and
I'm
worst.
going to write an article next for him that says why the Browns are likely not going to trade for Phillip Rivers. And I'll put a bunch of points in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Point 1, he's retired.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. All right, that is the show for the evening. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Huge shout out to Shaq News for sponsoring the show, and Johnny Stanton for joining us in the Browns offseason after that phenomenal year for him. Funny locker room conversations that he brought up there. We will see you guys.
Wait.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to throw a curveball.
What do we got?
So it just so happens I've got one pack left.
Ooh.
Before I have a new
See,
pack.
you know, Chris, you know that you lost. Now you feel bad. Here we go. Because you would have
no.
saved this for next week.
I'm looking right now at the clock. We haven't gone before 10 o'clock in forever. Usually it's like 10:20, 10:30. So I know we've got time. We've got at least 10 minutes.
Did I forget a segment?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Because I've got one pack left. And I say we make this Gab's pack. And we'll put that up against the 2 from earlier. And let's see if Gab can do any better. Everybody up for that?
I like it.
So if mine is better.
You're the winner.
This is my last pack, so I got to remember to hit up Amazon before the next show. So here we go. Gab, these are yours.
I should probably win this one. I should probably win.
Jerome Walton, outfielder for the Cubs. That ain't going to win you anything. BJ Surhoff, I remember him. Catcher for catcher for the Brew Crew. Jeff Peterick, pitcher. This almost seems like a pack we've had before. Steve Farr, pitcher. Don Ace. Okay, you're really not going anywhere. Oh, look at here, though. Joe Carter, outfielder.
Wow, Joe Carter. That's a good one.
Alrighty.
Not bad. You know, my uncle loves to tell a story. He used to be a AAA pitcher about how back, I believe it was in college, or maybe it was in the minors, that him and Joe Carter set a record together. And it was like I think it was the minors. It was the minor league record for most home runs. My uncle was the pitcher who delivered the pitch that Joe Carter hit out.
Whoa.
Kevin Christon was his name.
No kidding.
Still alive. But he was
what
the
a fun fact
that delivered that home run with Joe Carter. So he likes to tell people he set a record with Joe Carter.
Very cool.
Paul O'Neill for the Cincinnati Reds. That's another good one.
Never liked Paul O'Neill.
This is a dual card with Howard Johnson and Ryan Sandberg. Wow. Catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, Tony Pena.
Oh, I love Tony Pena.
Wow.
I met him one time. He was sitting at the hotel bar, and every year we would go to Toronto to an away game and stay at the same hotel as the Indians. And Tony Pena put he had like a cardboard box or something and like put it over my brother's head, was just like completely joking with us the whole time, just being super fun. So Tony Pena,
awesome.
one of my favorite players.
Kind of a sad one. You got Steve Olin, pitcher for the Indians.
Oh, yeah.
Howard Johnson, Mets, third baseman.
This is a really good pack.
Greg Olson, pitcher from the Orioles. Ron Gant. Remember Ron Gant from the Braves?
Oh, yeah.
Andy Hawkins, pitcher for the New York Yankees. And Pat Combs, pitcher for the Phillies.
That's one of the best packs we've opened in quite some time.
I'm thinking the Joe Carter, Paul O'Neill connection is probably going to do it, right?
Okay, I put down Joe Carter and then I had question marks, so I trust your judgment.
I'm thinking.
I think I won, everyone. I think I win.
Gab
Yeah,
definitely
Joe
won.
Carter, Paul O'Neill. You get the old Ohio connection because you got the Reds, you got the Indians. I think that's a winner for her.
Perfect. A little Ohio
Congrats.
Cup.
We'll give you the V. I'll give you my V.
Yes.
There you go. Congrats on the W.
I swiped it.
All right, Gab, you're coming on every show from here on out because we're getting out of here before 10, which is awesome.
Yeah, this hasn't happened before.
No.
Yeah, we do usually run over. Bunch of chatty Cathy's out here.
That's right.
This is what happens. I'm out of baseball cards, so we're gonna have to. Yep, that's it. That's all I got.
Cool.
All right, let's call it. Good stuff.
call
We will see you guys next week. Go Cavs. Get ready for
Yeah.
pitchers and catchers. Get excited. And
Report what next week? Is that what you said?
I did not say that. Get out of here. I'm finding the music. We're out of here. See you guys
Cavs
next
are up.
week.
Cavs are up.
Cavs are up. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do something real quick.
Oh,
I'm going to put
Yeah,
a
what are the
comment
Cavs
up on the
score?
screen and see if it works.
83 at the moment over your Lakers. How beautiful is that?
wow. Let's
Andre
beat the
Drummond,
Lakers.
21 points and 16 boards. The man
All right.
is mean.
Another
Fantastic.
double for that.
There we go.
Big man.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Nailed the sound there.
Okay, do you need medical attention?
Yeah.
What is wrong?
I don't know. I ain't no goddamn doctor.
Cut back by Chubb. He's to the 10.